Hello, good morning. Welcome back to the Bluayado channel. Today is payday. It's May 23rd, 2025. Happy about this payday. Was really happy Wednesday for the announcement. Pallady had a phenomenal payment of $7.04 per share. And I did do what I said. I did get more. It was a great day on Wednesday. For some reason the market went down a lot, most likely due to tariff stuff again. Yeah, the U.S. credit rating was downgraded. That's what happened. We're not AAA anymore. We're whatever grade under because our debt is too high. Um, and they don't foresee us coming out of this deficit. You ever see that clock that's down in like 42nd Street where they're constantly showing the debt rate going up? That thing is probably smoking now because we're in so much debt, to the point where even Walmart um, is going to be raising prices because of the tariffs. They said they're going to have to pass along the price increase from importing from places onto the customers. So I gear up for bigger prices. I hope we don't get the issue where we have people fighting over toilet paper again that we had before, because that would be terrible. But those kind of situations could possibly happen. But on a separate note, let's get back to payday. I don't want you guys don't want to hear me talk about what's going on in this economy. So first up, we got Round Hill weekly pairs. Again, you guys know I'm shifting more into weekly pairs because with this kind of economy, you don't know what could happen within a month. Before you know what, we used to be getting paid every quarter, and you were fine with that, right? You had those staple securities that you knew were going to be there forever, like Clorox and Philip Morris and stuff, and you would wait 3 months to get a dividend and be fine with that. And then we moved to monthly, and you were pretty confident about waiting a whole 4 weeks to figure out what you're going to get paid, and you were happy with that. But now, with this kind of market, I'm only willing to wait 1 week to figure out what I'm going to get paid and to receive my money within a week. So that's where we're at now. It's the evolution of the market, I think. And the evolution of the thinking of investors is that you just don't know what could happen, and you're not willing to wait a quarter to get paid or even a month to get paid. Now you just want to get paid every week and you want your money in hand. So that's where I'm at. I am very highly shifting into weekly payers. So this is Round Hill. We do have a holiday next week. Monday the 26th is Memorial Day. So this one announces today, Friday. The X date can't be Monday, so it's going to be on the Tuesday. So instead of being paid on Tuesday, we're going to get paid on Wednesday for this one next week. So this is going to pay on Wednesday, but today is still the declaration date. You can still buy these today to get paid now Wednesday instead of Tuesday. So that's what's going on next week because of the holiday for Round Hill weekly individual stock payers here. So first up we have MVW. The underlying security is Nvidia and it's paying 0.493051 per share. This is a really good payment. That's really good. Next up, we have TSW. Underlying security is Tesla, and it's paying 0.650693 per share. Also, really good because we just got the monthly payment from Tesla, and it was only 76 cents. Now we're getting 65 cents within 1 week here. So, there you go. AAPW, underlying security is Apple. We're getting 0.277575 per share, which is really good for Apple because it's not a volatile security. So, yeah, that's pretty good. Um, COIW, underlying security is Coinbase. It's 0.654192 per share. This is also really good. This whole week is This week is awesome for these. PLTW underlying security is Planeteer, and that's 0.683403 per share. Also excellent. This is a really good payment. So all around, getting into these if you're in already, which I am. If you want to get some more, this would also be a good week to start getting it paid. This, if you buy today, this is a really good payment, and the stock is still down. These came out at $50, and they are deep discounted, at least $9 down. I think these are like $41 to $42 now. Some of them might be 30 something dollars. So you still got deep discounts on these things from when they came out if you want to get into these weekly payers. So that's just a suggestion. Again, and I'll never tell you what to buy. Make your own financial decisions. All right. So that's that. And then we have some great news this week also. Bitcoin hit its all time high yesterday. So Bitcoin hit 111,970 spot 17 yesterday. It's down today though, down to 108. But yesterday it hit a brand new all-time high. And then all the stuff that's connected to Bitcoin, all those new Bitcoin ETFs, um MicroStrategy, all those Misty, all those things are connected to Bitcoin price. So yeah, Bitcoin hit a all-time new high yesterday, which is great. I do think that Bitcoin could definitely hit 120,000 by the end of the year. We still got 6 months. I definitely think it could do it. I feel it. I'm feeling that Bitcoin could hit 120 by the end of the year. So that's just my take on it. I don't know. It could be higher. Who knows? But yeah, I definitely think it could hit 120 next thing. Yeah, anything happening to the schedule because of the holiday for Yilmax? No, I don't see. Everything is still good. It's still Wednesday for the last week. It's going to be the 28th. X is still the 29th. And you still get paid on the 30th, which is a Friday. So it's still fine. So, yeah, the holiday didn't affect any payout changes. Memorial Day didn't affect any payout changes for Yilmax. I did want to look at Yield Max. Oh yeah, categories here. We do have some new ones. Sometimes I forget about these new ones here, so it's good to look at them. So Chippy was new in a weekly category, so that's new. Anything Group A that's new? No. Anything Group B that's new? No. Group C? Yeah, who is new? Hui is a ETF on round Robinhood. So Robinhood is new. This one is new for Group C. I did buy some of this yesterday. I bought 10 shares just to be in it because I believe in Robinhood. So I'm fine with that. And then what's new here? Anybody forgot about Winter? Winter is the inverse of Misty. Um, so it's like if you think MicroStrategy might go down, then you buy this Winter one. So yeah, just wanted to look at anything that's new because sometimes I miss these things. So yeah, we got a new weekly one. We got Robinhood and we got the short of MicroStrategy, which is new. And then what's not on here? We did get a new one for the Target 12. Where's the Target 12 stuff at? Our ETFs. Target 12. Target 12 has a new one for real estate. So it's RNTY. So that's new. So that's what we have new in Yieldmax. Just to keep you guys up to date. But let's get to what matters here, which is payday. Um, it's garbage pickup time. It's really noisy. If you guys hear that, I'm sorry. But yeah, May. All right, so this is Yieldmax Group B. Tuesday to Friday, because some of these are announced on Tuesdays, and then you get paid on Friday or Thursday, either way. So First up, we had Nvidia. This is NVDY, and it's I got 950 shares. I did buy more of these before. I had what did I have? I had 925. I bought more, so definitely I got more. Um, because it went down on Wednesday when they announced the downgrade of the U.S. So yeah, I bought more. So I got 950 now. So at $1.63. So that's 1548 spot 50. FBY, I had 100 shares at 64 cents. So $64. Murney, I sold out of. This thing is like $2 now. But I did hear that um, Yield Max, because a lot of people were complaining about the NAV erosion, so they are sending out a new prospectus of how they might change the way they do their trades. You guys know they had that change already because it was cover calls and a synthetic, which they used to do before. And then they changed it to cover calls, still having the synthetic plus credit, like the inverse of the cover, like the opposite of whatever they did for the cover calls. Like if they did they would make puts or something like that. I guess they was trying to even it out for their losses, but even that wasn't working. So now I think they're doing something new. I think they're gonna be doing swaps. Well, I don't know enough about swaps to talk about it, but it is supposed to be a new way to slow down, hopefully, or escape off the NAV erosion. So I'm up for whatever they're doing because they realize that they do have NAV erosion and they're trying to fix it. So I appreciate Unimax for trying to fix what they, see is not working. So that's all I'm going to put out there. I don't know enough about swaps to talk about it, but they did put out something. They will be changing the way they do their trades again. So hopefully we can stop seeing as much NAV erosion because it's like a 50% NAV erosion on some of these things. So at least we can see that they might slow down the NAV erosion, and they're working on it. They're working on it, which is appreciated. I appreciate you, Yieldmax, because you're working on a problem. So there you go. Babo, 35 shares. I did buy more of these. I forgot what I had before, but I have 35 now. I got these on Wednesday, and it's at $1, so $35. Plady, I bought more and I bought more because again, this went down to 67 or something on the Wednesday. And I think I had bought some at 70. So you definitely know I was going to buy some at 67. And I do have more again. I did buy after the X date when it dropped by $7. So next month I will have even more. I think I got 10 more. So I'm going to have 80 next month. So 70 this time though. 70 at $7.04 is 492 spot 80. Y Max 160 160 shares at 19 cents is $30.40. And I did buy YMAG because I did say I was going to get it because I was wondering why I never bought this Magnificent 7. So I bought 25. They were like 15 bucks. So yeah, at 26 cents, 650. LFGY 30 shares at 49 cents is 14.70. GPTY 10 shares at 29 cents is 2.90. SDTY 15 shares at 27 cents is 4.05. QDTY 10 shares at 32 cents is 3.20. OT, I bought more of this. So I got 125 now at 10 cents. That's 12.50. And then we have the weekly payers. These again was announced last week Friday and they paid on Tuesday, but it's included. So TSW 50 shares at 50 cents, 25.20. MVW 50 shares at 35 cents. So you could tell already this week is way better what we just saw than what happened last week. These numbers are low compared to what they did this week. So this is a really good week coming up. Now MVW 50 shares at 35 cents is 17.94. PLTW 100 shares at 40 cents is 40.31. COIW, 100 shares at 33 cents, 33.57. AAPW, 15 shares at 16 cents is 2.43. So yeah, Round Hill weekly pairs did really well. What is that? 119 for these right here for the week. Now, Round Hill indexes here. We got 50 shares at 17 cents, that's 861. 50 shares at 24 cents, that's 1247. And 50 shares at 51 cents. Again, Bitcoin is coming back, and that's 2574. Defiance, we now have MST. This is going to be a weekly pair. I did have 10, but again, I think 33 cents is good, even though, compared to everything else, 33 cents might look that not look that well, but it's a $21 stock. So 33 cents per week is really good. It's only $21. It's still cheaper than these, right? And it paid higher. So again, Defiance is on a deep discount if you want to buy them. This is normally a $30 stock and they're going for like 24 or $25. So it might be lower when they took the dip on Wednesday. These might be even a dollar down. So Defiance is still on a discounted price. So IWMY 60 shares at 24 cents is 14.74. QQQY at 60 shares at 19 cents. That's 11.56. And MST, which is two times leverage on MicroStrategy, it's going to pay weekly. This is a new one from Defiance. It's 25 shares at about $21. It came out at 22, so it's a dollar down. And it's 33 cents at, so 25 shares times 33 cents, that's 8.38. So there you go. And then we had Curve. Curve, Curve is announced on Tuesdays and they pay on Thursday. So AAPY, 10 shares at 25 cents. And this is a monthly payment here. So let's do a comparison here. Let's do the weekly payer for Apple, 16 cents, and you get paid every week. And then you waited a whole month to get 25 cents here. So there you go. GOOP, 10 shares at 35 cents. That's 350. So yeah, this week, which is the fourth week of May, I made $2,519.99. Might as well have just made it 520, but that's not right. So it's 19. And then taxes. It's a lot of tax. 504. That's 20% out that I'm putting in savings account in E-Trade. And then I'm left with $2,015.99. And I'm gonna send 1,500 to my checking because I'm gonna send a big payment to my principal for my condo mortgage. I sent it already in advance before I even got paid. Actually, when I saw what I was gonna get last night, I actually put in to send money to my mortgage. And there you go. So then what I left with is 515 spot 99. So I left that for reinvestment in my account. And that's that. Last week is coming up, and that's going to be Group C. And again, this is the new one I bought, Hui. And yeah, I don't think I'm going to buy anything else. This is still really active going on. This one is still really big for next week. So still got that going on. So far, with 4 weeks into May, we are doing awesome. So we have made $7,497.89 for the month so far. And we still have a week to go. I have sent $5,000 to my checking account to live off of this month. I reinvested $1,000. And I sent almost $1,500 to high yield savings account for taxes for the next year. Again, I didn't get my margin debit yet. I am spending margin in my account. I did bring it down. It's not cleared though, so I will be having a margin debit hit. And I did just spend more of the margin. So I did buy a lot of shares between Monday and Wednesday and yesterday, because I bought after the X date passed when the dividend price came out of the when the dividend came out of the price of the stock. So I went a little crazy this week, this month, um, and I have put all of this into margin. So my margin payment at the end of this month, debit, might be pretty high. What was my margin hit last month? It definitely probably wasn't so 264 last month. So it might be three something when they hit me the end of yeah, it might charge me three something for this, but I think these was worth buying. And that's what margin is for, to get stuff at a good price. When the market drops, is you buy stuff. That's what you do. So, and then this month's spending, what did I buy? So yeah, mortgage is 903.99. My HOA. Oh, the pool's open. Pool's open in Memorial Weekend, so I'll be in there because I'm paying for it, right? And the lake is gonna be open. So yeah, I'll be using this overpriced HOA fee stuff. But I can't lie, the garden looks great. I like just being on the balcony, just looking at the trees. This really well maintained area here. So I have nothing to say. I'm not gonna talk about my peoples out here at my community because they do what they do. It's high. I mean, you knew what it was when you came here, so why complain about it now? I paid for light. This is the light over here in Long Island, PSAG. Thank God it's not Con Ed. Con Ed, I thought their prices were always too high. Optimum is my cable and internet service, so 115 because my thing is whatever I think 100x or whatever I pick. I have a lot of stuff going on at the same time in my house. So life insurance, I had it for a long time. That's why it's so cheap. If I get it now because I'm older, I'd probably be paying in the hundreds per month, but I'm not. So thank goodness I got it when I was younger, and it's only $39. So that's that. And then the credit card, I did go hard on the credit card this month because what did I do? I went somewhere. I went to I did a weekend and a bed and breakfast stay. So the price of that was like four something for the 2 nights. So yeah, there you go. So I spent a little bit more on a credit card this weekend, this month. And then, like I said, I sent it out yesterday. They should be taken out of my account today. I sent an extra principal payment to my condo for $1,000. So I'm trying to bring it down. I'm ready to have no mortgage the earliest as possible. So I'm not this guy. I got a 30-year fixed year mortgage. Am I gonna take 30 years to pay it? No way. Who's gonna do that? I'm not gonna do that, right? So if I can clear it in 15 years or 8 years or whatever, it'd be awesome. So definitely sent $1,000 to principal last night. So that's where we're at. But let's look at the rates because I did fill in all of this stuff here. Um, so if we want to look at Tesla, how much we got paid so far for the year. I did have December in here. Let's not include December. Let's just look at January to May, and that is not that much. $3.18. So that's a highlighter. Tesla is not did so well. They pay 72 cents in January, 58 cents in February, 46 cents in March, 66 cents in April, and 76 cents in May. It's going up though. It is going up. But they have not reached a dollar yet. And altogether, it's only $3.18. Okay, let's look at Marrow. Marrow is pretty good. So January they did really well. They paid $4.60. February they paid 156. March they paid 148. April they paid 185, and now they pay 197. So far for the year, you got paid $11.45 for Marrow if you held that one. Now let's look at SMCY. The underline for this is Supermicro Computers. The underline for Marrow is Marathon. And the underline for Tesla is Tesla, just so we get those straight. So let's look at SMCY. And here we go. January 172, February 209. That was pretty good. March 197, April 150, and May 141. And altogether, you made $8.70 for SMCY. NVIDIA, which is another highlighter. How did we do for NVIDIA? NVIDIA started out really well. They made $1.73 per share. Then they went to $1.61 per share, and then we dropped in March 79 cents. We really dropped in April to 67 cents, and now May we're making a comeback at $1.63. So altogether, so far this year, you made $6.43 if you held Nvidia from the beginning of the year. Misty, how do we do for Misty? Misty started out good at 228 in January, 202 in February, 138, not so good in March, 134, even worse in April, and now we're back again at 237 in May. So if you held Misty for the whole year so far, you would have made $9.38 per share. That's awesome. $9.38 per share for 5 months is nice. Coney, how do we do? Coney is probably not so hot. Coney started off at 83 cents. Then it went to 105 in February, 60 cents in March. Oh, not so good. April went all the way down to 44 cents. That was terrible. And then May, 65 cents. So it's trying to come back. So if you held Coney since the beginning of the year, you made $3.57. So that was that one. And the next one. Oh, this is the next one. This is the Granite shares coverage. Granite shares TSSY on Granite shares coverage for no, I can't do that. They still got a payment to come, so I won't even do it yet. They still got a payment to come next week, so I can't really do that one yet. I'm not gonna do it. They still got a payment coming up. They get paid at the end of the month. So what else? These are not so great. AMD, I won't even bother. All of these are under 50 cents. AMZ, again, they just starting to come back now. It's not worth looking at. How much is AMZ? $2.65 for the year so far. Appley, $1.94. Babu, let's look at that one. Babu was 91 cents in January, $1.92 in February, 76 cents in March, 66 cents in April, and $1 just now in May. So that's not too bad. That's $5.25 so far for the year for Babu. FBY, Facebook. How do we do Facebook? Facebook started off strong in January with 108. Then it went down 48 cents, 55 cents, 52 cents, and just now in May 64 cents. So altogether $3.27. Not too great for that one. How did JP Morgan do? JEPQ for the year. This is not that high percentage one, guys. So yeah, it's like 11% kind of thing. So let's see what they did. 46 cents in January, 45 cents in February, 48 cents in March, 54 cents in April, and 60 cents in May, which is really good for you know, a 12% to 11% distribution rate security. that did not experience nav erosion. That's the key here for JP Morgan. It did not experience nav erosion. So you made $2.53 for this so far for the year, and you maintain your costs. That's JP Morgan, JEPQ for you. Again, it depends on what price you bought it at, though. I got a really good price. I think my cost basis is like 49, so it has not gone under 49. Now, if you bought it at 50 something, this has went all the way up to 58. If you bought it at that price, yes, you have experienced nav erosion. But me personally, I have not experienced nav erosion, and I didn't buy this on a cost base, dollar cost averaging basis. When I bought the 45 shares I bought for this, I bought it at one shot, and I didn't buy any more. Probably because I never saw the price go down to 49 again, so I didn't want to make my cost basis higher. So yeah, I did buy this in one shot, and I did not experience nav erosion, so I did not pick up any more shares of JEPQ. That's just my own personal experience with it. I did have it since obviously December, but yeah, this stock did really well. Um, NFLY, what are we looking like? So for 5 months, you made $3.58 for NFLY. This has been all over the place too. Had dollar, then down to 40. Oh my gosh, it's going back up now though. Plady, what did we make so far for Plady? Plady, again, Plady had in January it was two sets of group. What group is that? B. So yeah, two sets of group B. So it had two payments in January, one for three and change and one for 298. So that's why it looks like 657. It's not like it actually paid 657 in January. Just want to clarify that. But it did really pay 594 in February. So far with 5 months in, you would have made $29.53 buying Plady in dividend income. And this security, Plady, came out at $50, and I have not seen it go under $50. So it didn't experience nav erosion, but it has been a case where this thing has gone up to. Let me see what's the highest price this thing went up to. It did go up really high and then come back down. So it depends on if you bought it at that price or not. I bought it at 50, and I bought it at 58. And then my cost basis was 62. And then I just bought it at 70. So my cost basis is like 62 something now. And now I bought it after the sale, after the $7 came out at 61 yesterday. I gotta check. I don't think I looked at the cost basis after I did the buy yesterday to know where I'm at right now on cost basis wise. But yeah, Plady for 5 months is $29.53 in dividend income. But let's look at what Plady's price was. Plady is $61 now. So yeah, that $7 has come out. Some people sold off, which is okay because when people sell off, that means that when we try to calculate the money, it could be around 15, $20 again. So let's see what happens. It'll be $20 next time. Let's see historical data. What's the best price we had on this stuff? Hi. 80 something. Okay, so this thing has went up to $95. So whoever bought it there has experienced serious nav erosion. Because if you bought this at $95 and now it's $60, then yes. I have never bought it at those prices personally. So okay, so yeah, here's the two January payments here. The three at the beginning, and then they had another one at the end of the month for 298, and then they had a 593. Yeah, these are heavy duty here. I guess people wanted it when it had that $5 dividend. This is $95. So yeah, this stock has gone up to $95 and has come back down. This was 533. How much did they pay here? 465. And then the $7 right here. So yeah, 704. Yeah, now it's, down to $60 pre-market before the market opens in about 30 minutes. So, who want to pick it up now can. So yeah, this has had a journey. I particularly did not feel the hit for this 95 because I definitely didn't buy it at 95. But if you bought it at 95 and now it's down to 60, you are experiencing serious NAV erosion. But as for the price that it came out of a $50 stock. So, um, again, I normally buy when they come out. So here in October, I probably bought around here. I bought this as soon as it came out. So I got shares somewhere around here, 50, 50 something. Because I definitely bought it when it came out. So that's me. Like I just bought Hui. How much is that? That's a new one. I like to get stuff when they come out. Mhm. And Hui came out. It's down. Hui came out at how much? What was the price again? It just came out May 8th, $52. So it's a $52 stock. It's not that heavy in volume. It's not that many people holding it. You know what that means for me, right? That means that whatever money they made, it doesn't have to be split against that many people. So the price might be really high. And that's a fact. So yeah, I bought into this. I don't have that many. I only bought 10. But you know what? Robinhood's a good company. So I think the ETF might do well. You never know. All right. Back to the chart. So that's Plady. $29.53. PYPY. How did that do? I don't think that did that great. $2.37 so far for the 5 months in. These curve ones, what's the highest one here? 65 cents. AMZP curve. I didn't have that from January. I think I got into that in February. So February to now, you made $2.20 on curve. All right. Goldman, I got into even later. March. Goldman, GPX, you only made $1.12 so far for 3 months. Those are supposed to be my NAV save ones there. These, I still got one more payment to go. Carvana, I just bought this in April, so only had two payments. But for two payments, I already made $5.65. So there you go. 2 months in, that's April and May only. Carvana has returned $5.65. So that's it, guys. That's a recap. Oh, let's look at the weeklies. My bad. What was that? Was April? April did really well. April. I can't really do it. I still got one more week to go. Okay, I'll do the weeklies next week. But yeah, the numbers are going up. That's all I gotta say. And even these numbers should be even better now that we have such phenomenal numbers for the Round Hill weekly pairs, which is gonna go into here. These numbers are really high. So first week totals 442. I don't know if these totals really mean anything to you, but this I like to see it to say that the weeklies are doing really well because I'm really invested in weeklies now. These are how many weeklies I have to get paid every week. YMAX, YMAG, LFGY, GPTY, SDTY, QDTY, IWMY, QQQY, and now MST. QDTE, RDTE, YBCT. TSW, MVW, PLTW, COIW, AAPW, and OT. So I am seriously invested in weekly pairs. So I have 18 securities that pay weekly. Are these all of them? No, because a lot of S&P ones I didn't buy. I thought they was overpriced. So, and like Defiance, I didn't buy the S&P one, and some other one I didn't buy the S&P one. Anyway, I got 18 weekly pairs here now. 18. I'm invested. I'm invested in weekly pairs. So that's my call. Today was payday. I hope you guys had a happy payday and getting your stuff organized, getting your life together, paying your bills, no stress for money, which is awesome. And invest carefully and wisely. Don't overextend yourself so you don't stress out because the market could turn. We're having very tumultuous times now. So, again, I'm taking out all this money to have a savings in case next month, these things don't do so well. So, somebody did ask me that in comments. I did say I'm taking out a good portion of this money out of every payment. I'm actually taking it out and putting it in my account because, like I said, the retail the owners of the stores have told you they will pass those tariff prices on to you. So get ready to pay more at the grocery store. Just take it in stride. We we will overcome this. And there you go. So on that note, have a happy weekend, guys. Go outside. Hopefully, the cloudy days are going to go away. We did have some really good days, and then it started raining in New York. So, I'll see you guys next time on Wednesday. Have a great holiday next week, too. So, enjoy your day off on Memorial Day. Hang out with your family and friends and have a good time. Thank you for watching. This is the Bluayado channel. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe.